Okay, we are doing a tavern today. I did a little bit just of the color palette here. So we're gonna have tough as the floor, black stone, cracked and regular bricks, and then deep slate, polished and bricks on the corners. But yeah, it's gonna be the Wolf's Tavern and Inn here, which is why I kind of pulled out the black stone and the deep slate, because we have a deep slate wolf over there, and then a black stone wolf, which we can't see, up there. And actually there's a tough wolf over there, so all of the colors are the wolves, which is I actually hadn't totally planned out that, but it's funny that's how that worked out. But yeah, we'll put the corners on first. I don't know how to do this one. Because I think it's supposed to be like a stage for a bard. So I think I'm just going to do the corner here and ignore the rest of it. And then worry about it on the inside. Alright, we might want to do something around the door as well. Like that. Okay. We'll need probably a pillar here for the stairs as well, because this is an inn, tavern and inn. So we'll do that. And then for now we should be fine with putting the deep slate away. Okay. Alright, now I put in the regular black stone. And then we'll plan out windows. I'm gonna go on the other side, so it feels less like I'm gonna fall off and into the canal. Okay, exterior wall is done. And then we've got that. This is for the stairs. And this will actually change. These will probably be stairs. Yep, just like that. Might even change this actually to where it's like this with slabs in the middle. Yeah. And for now, we can put those things away. And we shouldn't need the shears anymore either. Let's get the floor in. Actually, no. Probably change up this corner because again that little stage thing for the bar is going to be there. Oops. I really am just misclicking today. Ah. All right, we need more slabs. Might change this to stairs. Okay, I think that's good. Now we need to figure out this. Yep, that's pretty good. Now, because we have the stage, we may have to make this taller. Yeah. Let's go up 1 block. So we need to get out our polished blackstone and stuff. I might go up more, we'll see once we're actually kind of done with this. Okay, we don't hit our head there. Oh yeah, that feels better already. Okay. Oops. Okay, nothing fell down. I'm not liking this. I feel like we almost need a beam. Going across. Kind of like that. Can this be a full block and we dunk our heads under? Yep. Okay. That's good. Now we need... Fell down. Probably more than that one. Or would it make more sense? To kind of go that way? You know what, let's keep that like that. And then go there and there. Although now it feels like there needs to be some sort of pillar there. Which is kind of weird. need more top slabs, I think, to make this make sense. I'm still trying to make this. I can't. So we have an archway. That's probably gonna make it difficult. Yeah, I don't know. So that's where we had that before, which makes sense. Because having it here doesn't really. I mean, our other option is instead of doing that, which means I need to get my stairs back out again. So our other option would be doing normal stairs. Like that. Oh, are you okay, Shane? Hi. Kitty cat came across the desks and nearly knocked some stuff down. Hi. I'm caught in the middle of something, bud. I know you woke up from a nap. Now all you want is the cuddles. You're very cute. Hey. Hi. You gonna mute the microphone? Oh, he's pressing buttons on the keyboard. Hi, buddy. Okay, so we are quite close to bumping our head, but we don't bump our head there. So we're gonna say that that's okay. Don't know if you guys can hear me over this very purry cat. That's okay. Buddy. Buddy. Mr. Cutie, I would like to get back to this. And oh, he's getting on my shoulder again. Hi. What are you doing? Stop. Sorry, the kitty cat he's sitting on the keyboard, and he's got his paws, Shade. Okay. He's got his paws around my neck and is just pushing his face into my shoulders. Hi, Shade. Hi. Hi. Yes, it's the kitty cat. You're jumping a lot on the Minecraft. Do you think I could get back to the tavern? Hold, please, buddy. This is the cutest cat, I swear. Although I can't see the keyboard. Because he's sitting right in front of it. Honestly, we might be able to put a wall there. Because we are going to need rooms in this. Okay, so if we do that, then we could have what? These like that. Don't like the size of those though. If we put the wall here, so we'd have two that are 3 wide and one that's 2 wide. But that means suppose the door could go there. Then I suppose we could still have a wall here. And that would give us another room there. Which maybe the door won't go there. Because we come up, we got a little hallway, got a room. Okay. Now we have to decide if we want the second floor to be blackstone. I feel like probably not, but we could bring the deep slate up through that. So let's see what other stuff we can do. Once we put all of these things away really fast. Now I have cat hair all over my face. Okay, wood. We have a lot of spruce right there. Oh, actually I should have held on to the deep slate. And in fact, we're probably gonna want some of these. So that way we can go up here. Go to the corner, which will actually be polished. Like that. And then it would bring more of it up if we wanted to carry that in to this floor. I think I like the dark oak. Because the spruce almost feels too bright of a color compared to the blackstone. But I think what we also need to do is that. Yeah. Let's add some differentiation in there. Okay. So we are gonna need more. Stairs and slabs. So it's going to be at all of the corners. Like that. And then again at this corner. Alright, we did not get nearly enough of that. Shouldn't need that many, but we'll see. And then here. And at the corner. Like so. Oops. All right. You know what I wish we had? Like a gray trapdoor. That's the way I could fill that spot in without it being slabs. Okay, so we've got that. Oh yeah, I just realized that these would actually be deep slate at the corners. And you know, because we're expanding this, maybe we could switch them. Not switch them, but adjust this one. Corner. Okay. And then like that. We're gonna use so much dark oak doing this. We probably don't have enough. All right, let's see here. That's a corner. And these are all corners. Yeah, we can definitely move these. So this will be a wall. And this will be a wall. Door, 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 and door. Okay, let's readjust these things. There we go, that's better. I might just put slabs on like all of that. Which means I need a bit more slabs. Perfect amount. Cool. Alright. So we've got our layout in. So now we just need to complete the rest of the walls. Cool. Now, depending on the layouts of the rooms, we will do the windows. I mean, there will be windows. I just don't know how we're going to do them as of right now. Oops. Thunderstorm. Sometimes it's really easy to tell that, and other times I'm like, I've got no idea. All right, let's get back to it. Window and a window. I didn't actually mean to fall all the way down here, but that's okay. Oops. Alright, so what we do need to do is get some of these. Weird, whatever. Alright, I think this is gonna be a window. Trying to think about layouts. Like the downstairs doesn't have windows right now, but that's okay. Right, I think that's fine for in there. Maybe put one there and here. Okay. In this room, we'll get a double. Like so. And you know, we'll put one over here as well. Just looking to see if we want to put any more in. You know what? Yeah, we'll change this one too. All right. I think that's good on windows, hopefully, because we don't have any more dark oak. Let's see, what's this building? A distillery, a very tiny distillery, okay. Yeah, it looks okay. I don't know about this window. I feel like we need to put one on that corner over there. Like here. Maybe switch these. I don't know, I will say that it's fine. Alright, let's put these things away. Let's see, what kind of doors do we want? I suppose spruce would be good. Yeah, spruce will be good. Alright, front door. Door to that. Perfect amount. We may even end up having an attic space too, which will give us more space. We'll see. Suppose we need to think about windows and stuff in here as well. There's cat screaming. What, buddy? What? What? You brought yet another toy? Yeah. What, buddy? Uh-huh. Okay, that gives us a few windows on that bottom floor. Maybe I won't do 3 tall windows. That feels like maybe a bit too tall. All right. So now we need to figure out interior stuff. So like tables and chairs and things. What does the rainy ship have? Birch, oak, and mangrove. Which is in its color palette. So we probably want some spruce. Maybe a little bit of jungle and a bit of oak. So we'll do all right. So we've got tables and stuff. Chairs will be those. Might shift them over actually. Towards more like that. Now we just need to figure out how we want to do the tavern tables. We can fit more in if we don't put them like that. Well, we can't. Okay, no. I'm trying to think. I mean, if we do 2 like this. Whoops. And then we do another one like this. That way there's space to walk around it. We could very easily just make that like full blocks. And then have another table like literally right there in front of the board. Which would be sitting like up there. Like that, probably with their own table for a drink or something. It's currently really dark in that corner. Let's get a lantern. Oops, I just wanted one for right now. Sorry, the cat just started like meowing in the background and I was just like, what the heck is he yelling about? feel like we could put in like another table almost, but I don't know. Okay, let's try something else. So if we keep... Okay, so we can do that. So that way none of the patrons, except for the people at the bar, would have to go directly to the bard. I feel like we need this to be something else. I also feel like this shouldn't be there. Like we need room. Then that's only 3 tables. What if we just do a single door? Okay. It's polished and then cracked. Or we could make this bigger. And then that would give us another chair. And that would give us one wide walkway into there, so maybe not. Because at that point, you might as well make the wall go all the way over. Maybe we make this wider. I needed dirt too, and I didn't grab it. That's okay, but I think we need something to kind of like do a little separation here. These might be too bright. Oops. It's like there's a wall, but then you can't see any of that over there. Perhaps hanging signs. Well, that feels weird. I feel like they would almost need to be from like the bottom. And then this would need to be a full block again. With a wall. Although those don't connect to the walls. Let's get out some oak. Yeah, again, it doesn't connect to the wall. And it connects to the birch. I mean, I suppose I could push that back. There was another noise out in the other room. Don't know what the cats are doing. Maybe these could still be slabs? I feel like they need to be stairs. Okay. Let's put all those away, put the door away, and grab these again. Yeah, because they're not going to touch that. Maybe we just do oak trapdoors? I feel like it's okay from that side. And it looks a little weird from this side, but I think it's fine. Alright, let's get these back out again, and we need more. Jungle things. I had an idea, and no, I don't think it's gonna work. I was thinking about putting in more tables, but there really isn't room. Yeah, because like that's just gonna be a chair if it's sitting there. Okay, nope. Never mind that then. Let's see here. Do we have brown and cyan? I was hoping for like a different color or something that'll stand out more, but maybe we'll do the cyan. Or we brown and cyan. Like that. Nice rug. And then we'll put one over here as well. Maybe there's a little rug up there. Alright, we need a railing. Seeing as that's oak and it's a railing, we will do more oak for that upstairs as well. Yeah, I suppose these could be like that. Okay. So we need to figure out the roof situation. We haven't done that yet. So we need ceiling first, and then the roof. We could make it out of deep slate. Not totally out of deep slate. I don't think we can bring in the moss roof that we have yet to do here. But we can do like cross bracing and then do moss. I think that'll be good. Let's do the ceiling first. I missed. I kind of figured that wouldn't be enough, but I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It wasn't fine. It wasn't enough. Yeah, we don't have a moss roof here. We need a moss roof. All right. So we're gonna do a mixture of both of these. So we'll start kind of like that. I don't know which way's shorter. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, this side's longer, so we will go all the way over on this side. Which means this will also be, oops, deep slate stairs, tied to brick stairs, words. So we'll go again on this side. Cool. Yeah, I thought I did something wrong there. That's how it should be. Nice. So we'll go all the way across here at the top. Yeah, this is gonna have a huge upstairs. That's so tall. And we don't even have the dark oak to fill it in. Okay. We are gonna sleep then. And before we continue on with the deep slate and the eventual... No, that's not what I wanted to move. The eventual moss, we need to get our dark oak. So we're gonna go back up to our tree chopping area over here. I say back up, we haven't been up here today. Ow. We hit our head. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. Hopefully it will be. If not, we can always just come back up here and get more. Christ. All right. So we've got this stuff. We can do the walls, and then we can finish off the roof. Alright, let's move these things off the hotbar for right now. We might be close enough for these to despawn, but I feel like we're... It's in render distance, but also I don't. It's gonna be close. Well, we already have more saplings than what we need. So I'm gonna go ahead and come back over here. Right, we need deep slate to fill in those bits. Alright, and then it'll go up here. So it'll be like that, which means we should probably carry the deep slate up unless we put a line of dark oak there. At the bottom, we don't have a way to get up there. Crap. We could probably put stairs here. Let's get some stairs. There we go. Now we got stairs. But yeah, maybe if we... do that instead? How does that look? Looks okay. It almost feels like it needs to be deep slate. Instead. So that way it's like a full-on cross bracing, similarly to how we did the floor blow. Yeah. Much better. So now we need to fix the other side. And honestly, probably change this as well. Well, I suppose it would depend on how we want to do the walls and stuff in this upper floor. In this attic space. But I think we need to get the roof in before we figure that out. Nice. Alright, now let's try and figure out the spacing. Oops, I knocked my headphones off. I was about to say for some reason the music stopped, but it was in between songs. Okay, so let's try every 3. Oops. Yeah, so every 3 works. Let's get the moss. Which we'll probably do pale moss again like we did for the post office, just because it's gonna match quite well with the deep slate. Oops. Yep, just like that. Nice. I'm gonna take these out. Just for right now. Well, no, I probably will just leave them out. And I can't put the last one up on this side. That looks pretty good though. Yep. Okay. Let's quickly sleep. And now we need more stairs and things. Fortunately though, it appears that I didn't bring enough stuff. Deep slate things, so we are probably gonna have to go home and fix that. First though, we are gonna put this stuff away. We'll hold on to the dark oak and all of the moss for now. Let's get our deep slate. Should just be the polish though, because we have plenty of the bricks. Hopefully we already have some made. That'll be nice. We should still have plenty of cobble deep slate though if we don't have any made. Ooh, cool. That is nice chunk right there. We shouldn't need any more of this. I will grab it just in case. Okay. Back to Narshrovik and the Wolf Tavern, the Wolf's Tavern and Inn. Or the wolves, I don't know. If it's plural wolves, or if it's wolves. Singular, I think it's singular. Like it belongs to a wolf. I don't know why it's called that, that's just what it is. Probably because it's in Wolf's Hill. I don't know. Or it's in the town where the Wolf's Hill Hall is, which is that. Okay. Need to get that last stair in there. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, as of right now, I don't know if I like that there. I mean, it is nice to just have it to fill that space, that gap there that's gonna be there. But I don't know how I want to do the walls for the rest of these rooms. I suppose we should probably wait to figure that out until after we've done the rest of the roof. I keep jumping ahead of myself. I'm like, yes, interior, when the exterior is not even done yet. Okay. Nice. Alright, that should be lit up now. Just drop in here. And to try and figure out a layout. Like we could have, you know, rooms here again. And then we could have problem is this isn't even. Sorry, this is even, it's not odd. Is what I meant to say. So we'd have like two little rooms on the side. If we were to make them the same as over here. I don't know, we do need a spot for the innkeeper though. Door in here for this room. Well, I almost feel like we should push this over to where it's here. So that way there's still room to walk, and then we have this open area. And then we've got these two rooms. Which we could, again, make this like that instead. So that way these two rooms are the same size. And we have this room for the innkeeper. Alright, so let's grab this back out and do the corners. So going up to there would make another floor, so I think we need to go down and get our tough. Sorry, another ceiling is what I meant to say. Alright, put all of those things in there. Hold on to the dark oak for now. We did not need that many, but that's okay. Just let everyone know that was in fact my Discord. It's not yours, it was mine. We might... I was gonna say, we might be able to get storage up there. But I think it's fine if we don't. Probably should have grabbed a ladder. Because I think it'll be easier to do it from the top of these. Well, let's do that in a spot where we can actually get up. Like on this side. And then there can be torches on those. Because all of that down there is going to be walls and dark oak. Oops. There we go. And fill that in. This doesn't get any special treatment for the roof, for the ceiling, because that's how it looks. Okay. Mess that up. Nice. Oh, we've fallen. Let's actually go in through here. So it'll be like that. Okay. Now it's really dark. I feel like this is almost too small to be a room. It's like it could be a storage room. Let me go back outside actually and see what that's gonna look like. I don't like it. I need to change that. Yeah, so the windows, I think, are gonna have to be like that. I'm not sure though. This last floor is being really tricky. Because that would be like a single window right there in the corner. Which I don't like. Oh. We're gonna take all this back down and I think I'm gonna change it just a little bit because right now I don't like what's going on with the windows over there. I'm half tempted to raise the floor up. So that way we can still keep the band of deep slate. I'm not sure. Alright, looks like we picked everything up here on the inside. Yep, that's what I thought. What about over here? Got everything. Okay. Let's try this again. But I think we need to raise this up. So let me give full blocks of tough. And actually a couple of stairs too, I think. Probably gonna have to move that staircase. Yeah, because it's gonna go up to there now instead. Because we're gonna have, you know, the deep slate along walls. Which I think I'm going to move this wall again. Well, maybe this could be like that. But then here it'll go over like that. I'm not sure. Either way, this is going to come up one block, so where all of this is doesn't really matter. Okay, we've ran out. But I think this does need to be deep slate. Which means we need a wall here. Alright, slabs. Perhaps they should actually just be slabs. Okay, and then we'll put the wall there as well. So that's something. Maybe it'll come to here. And then we'll have it come up. Like so. Not sure how I want to do the rest of it though, because right now this doesn't have anything connecting to it. I mean, I suppose we could just take this out and have it go all the way across. Like that. And then there can be a door. There. So that's this room, whatever we want it to be. Suppose that doesn't need to be there. I just put it right back there. Okay, so storage probably, and then this will be for the innkeeper. Oh, see, that's just, okay. I suppose this doesn't really need to be like that. It can just be straight up dark oak. Alright, ceiling time. Don't have any stairs besides that. So if we do a curvature of the roof to where we can't see that. It'll look like that. Which we can't, well, we can actually, nope. You know what, I changed my mind. I don't want to do it like this. Changing your mind a lot today. And that's okay. Because sometimes you do something and then you don't like it. So you decide to change it, which is what we've done with this attic space today. So we just want to do this upper part here to ensure that we don't actually have to light up that area unless we put some on the walls. Whoops. Like here and here. Yep, just like that, so we don't need to worry about that again, as I said. Oops. And we can hang lanterns and stuff from it as well. Alright, we need to figure out windows. Probably like that. Yep, that's good. And what about this side? Also good. Let's sleep again. Okay. So, we need a couple more doors and some oak trap doors. And then we'll have the base details done for up there. Okay, so we can't fit all of the stuff in there. That's fine. In fact, let's move it all into... That's the wrong box. I wanted this one. So we can put that away. Those away. Let's get the doors. We only have one door, so we need more than that. And now we need the trapdoors. Shouldn't need that many, but that's okay. Although we do have this staircase that probably needs a railing. There we go. That just makes this walk through here quite tight, but that's okay. And we'll put rugs in front of these doors. Probably just one there. Now we need to figure out lighting, which will be the lanterns like down here. Which means we probably don't actually need the rest of this dark oak because we're done with the walls. So I suppose let's go put the moss away as well. I like that it's just right here for this project, whereas the post office I had to like fly here from use a few rockets in order to get here, where that's just one. So nice. Alright, we don't have a ton of lanterns, so let's make a bunch. We'll just stick that there for now. We might need one over there in that area too. Just realized that I don't actually need the slabs there if we've got the whole thing there. Which means we can just hang the lanterns wherever we want. well, almost everywhere we want. Anywhere. Words. No workies. Alright, that'll be one lantern in here. And then one in here. Nice. We may have to adjust the ones that are in the hallway, but for now that's okay. I think this room will just keep one and maybe do some candles. Okay. I think for now lighting is good. Alright, we don't need this one and we can move that one. Alright, so part of this downstairs area is done. We just need to put probably a little bit of storage and stuff over there. And then all of the things that a tavern would need. Okay. So we need a brewing stand, which means we need to go home for that. And while I'm there, I'm gonna get some honeycomb. Because the acacia building nearby, so the butchers that we made rather recently, needs to have its copper taken back, maybe a stage or two in some spots, and waxed so it doesn't. We'll need to actually get some honeycomb, okay. And we need glass. I have mostly white glass. Which I don't think is gonna work. I feel like black. Hello! And brown would work for the glass and stuff. So we'll need to smelt that. Yeah, because we don't have any in there, and this is not going to be enough. But yeah, we are building a tavern today. I was just coming back to get a few things that I needed to finish it out. We don't have any sea pickles. Which means we're gonna have to get more. Oh, right, the new recipes and stuff. Yeah. I suppose it's not gonna keep smelting. So we'll have to come back and actually let it smelt, but... Oh, there's a bed over there, actually. We need sea pickles. So we're gonna go over to a small coral reef that's kind of off the side over here. off the south end of the main island that we've been building on. But first I'm gonna go sleep in one of these beds. I don't know how many sea pickles are over here still, actually. And we can see some light spots, which is where they would be. So, let's switch to that. Oh, there they are. I was like, where's the light coming from? I see them. That's cool. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. Being able to fly without having to go to the end to get an elytra. Like that would be nice because I don't like going to the end. I've died too many times in the end. Ah, yeah, temporary. That's fair. Oh no, you fell and died? Oof. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, there's still one over here. I'm just taking all of these sea pickles. We use them so often, and I don't know how or where to make one. Yeah. That's always nice. Okay, they're all floating up there. That's fine. These fish are... Oh. Ow. Ow. Dang pufferfish. It's fine. Alright, almost all of them, I think. There's some down there. Nope, that's going up. Okay. But yeah, I use the sea pickles for like cups and things in decor and interiors and stuff. So like, I should probably figure out how to make a sea pickle farm. So that way I have them and don't have to keep tearing out these coral reefs, taking all the sea pickles. Okay. There are a lot right there. I'm gonna try and get like as many as I can from this area. Not like over there, but from this. And then we'll go back and try and smelt that sand. And last one? Yep. Yeah. Whew. And put our elytra back on so we can actually fly out of here. That's a nice bit of sea pickles. There is another coral reef near the desert, so like if I end up taking all of those out and I never make a sea pickle farm, there is a place where I can get them. I should just make the farm, but also redstone. I don't like doing redstone. Right, the sea pickles are in this section. Shouldn't need too many. Okay, we shouldn't need any more black for the windows, but we will need more brown for sure. Yeah, I don't really know how to do redstone either. I usually just do, like, follow a tutorial. Uh-huh. Yeah, like, this isn't... This is, like, the least redstone. It just has, you know... That I did myself, as I was like, I need snowballs. How do I get snowballs? It's like I did that. And then I think there's... I think the closest thing that's redstone would be the super smelter, which is in that building over there, but that's not... That's not very redstone-y, it's just a couple of moving minecarts. And I broke the one, so I don't use it now. Like, I have redstone farms, but those are, again, I just follow tutorials to do them. Because otherwise I would not have redstone farms. There would be no redstone in this world if I couldn't just follow a tutorial. Oops. Okay. Hopefully that'll be enough. Brown. But I'm not sure. I'm gonna say it's enough because I want to get these windows in. Oh right, I was gonna get this stuff too. I have shears. Yes. Did we pick it all up? Looks like it. Okay. Yeah, we'll put the windows in and then probably mess with the butcher shop that we made so that way we can fix the copper, because some of it's in like the blue stages and the rest of the building is orange, so I need to be in the orange stages and not the bluish green stages. Like, this building's fine, that can be like that, but this little guy over here, nah. Oh, we crashed. But yeah, let's do the windows first, actually. In the tavern and inn. Looks so nice. So dark. There we go. That's in there. I might put windows on this back wall, but then I might not because they need storage and stuff. Okay, well I most definitely did not need all of those black windows. Glass panes. Okay, those are all good. Yeah, I think that's kind of something that, yeah, it's something like that is in, what's it called, Misadventures SMP, which does look really cool in that SMP, you know, seeing all of it in their videos and streams and stuff with people that are in that. It looks cool. I don't know how I would incorporate it into my world though. Like the quests part at least. I mean, it would be cool to, you know, have people in these shops and stuff, but again, I don't know how I would. Oops. Oh yeah, absolutely. I would definitely make a backup. Oh yeah, see these? Aged too, I don't. Oh, it aged right back. Oh my god. I think I want that at that stage though, and we'll do. Oh wait, those are already waxed. Let's unwax that one and let it age. Okay, those are good. I already did that window. I don't know if all of that stuff is waxed. Okay, those are now. And we'll do those. And now we need this one. Nice. Okay. That's all fixed. I need to check downstairs to see if we have any copper items. I don't think so. No, we're good. Much better. Cause like that second stage brings in a little bit more of the gray tones. I mean, it's more of a green, but it brings in the grays from the rest of it. Whereas that fully oxidized is bringing that over here, and we don't want that because that's not in that building color palette. So yeah. All right, we can put that away. Now we would need to figure out the actual interior stuff. So I suppose let's start with this bottom floor. We need this, cups, some storage, couple of, oh, I was gonna say we don't have any item frames. I almost thought we didn't have any leather, but we're fine. I'm gonna make the rest of it into item frames. Item frames, we'll do a honey bottle, some paper, We don't have any books, but that's okay. Grab one of these and the bowl. We don't have our flowers out, so we need to grab that. Okay. So we're gonna have some shelving like that. Maybe we can have some over there. Then we'll need probably a table underneath there as well. We'll put the pot up there actually. Like that. And I think we'll put a table over here as well. And that is gonna be birch. Oops. Nice. Oh, I forgot I also need a sink and stuff. So I will get that as well, and then we're gonna need some shelves. Which we can kind of do a mixture of these two, because those are also colors that are in it already. What did I say I needed? Right. We need a sink. And crap. Crap. You'd be like, I need cobblestone. This is the closest place for cobblestone. Where the canal is being dug out. Another terraforming project. The canal. There are way too many in this world, I swear. Everything's a terraforming project at this point. Oops. Whoa. I forgot that bridge was there. Almost went right into it. Alright, we'll put the rest of that way in there, and then we need a couple of those. I have a creeper farm that I have to spend ages at AFK because it's one layer and quite slow. But yeah, that's how I get all the gunpowder and stuff. It's just a little creeper farm near where spawn is, which, well, there isn't going to be any spawn chunks anymore, so that's fun. Okay, we need to figure out how we want to do these guys. I think we'll put the sink over there. You know what, yeah, we'll leave that. Now we need our furnaces and stuff. Mm-hmm. So maybe we'll do it like that, and then our brewing stand in the corner. Yeah. Mm-hmm. of something having fallen on the floor. Maybe it'll be this bowl. Bottle, other bottle. We need our lantern as well, actually. You know what? I'm gonna grab a slab. Yeah, like, farms are quite, you know, intense to make, especially if they're like full-on redstone farms. So, for instance, we'll go look at the closest farm to here, which is up here. It's a moss farm that I copied from a video tutorial. If this thing breaks, I don't know how to fix it. There's much bone meal in there. Like, I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what this stuff does. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know what it does. I don't know how it works. I just copied it from a tutorial because I'm redstone stupid. But like, it works. I mean, it's only for one of these. So like, if we turn it on, it's probably gonna be loud. And then we turn it off. Yep. Yep. Did we actually get anything out of that? I didn't look. Okay, so that last bit was 54. And then turn it off. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this just connects the redstone circuit. So the slime block connects the redstone circuit, so it actually has, so it's all powered. So it all goes through, which then turns everything else on. Which then moves the pistons and moves all the other pistons and does all the things. And gives me moss. Like, I understand what it's supposed to do. But if something were to break, in terms of like the redstone and all of that, I wouldn't know how to fix it. It is really nice to have, though, because we needed the moss for like this whole building. It's got moss there, it's got moss around, the wall has moss, everything is moss. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is probably the simplest way to get it, but we wanted... I decided to make a moss farm because I knew it was going to be a lot to do. Oh, we might need something over here for lighting. That's okay. But yeah, because we knew we were going to need a lot of moss for like this building, and then we wanted to do moss roofs in the town that's over there, and some here, although this is the first one that we've done, the pale moss. Yeah. So we knew we were going to need a lot, like I said. So we made the farm. So that way we wouldn't have to just absolutely decimate a lush cave. Because we were like, there has to be a simpler, easier way to do this. So we don't have to spend a lot of time and a lot of just bone mealing stuff in order to get it. And there was, so I made the farm. That was weird. We'll put those away. Put all of those away as well. Yeah, I think I might actually be done for today just because we kind of got most of this bottom floor done. And it's already almost time to end stream. So on Thursday, because we're going to be doing Battlefront 2 tomorrow, we'll come back and we'll finish this building and then do something else on Friday. Yep, chaos. Absolute chaos. Oh, those need to be switched. Okay. We need fireworks too. Yeah, Battlefront 2 is chaos. And can be incredibly frustrating when there are hackers. I've never played that, so I wouldn't know. See, I wouldn't know whether or not to agree with you because I've never played it. I've also never played Halo, which laughs because yeah, I've listened to the soundtracks for Halo. I've just never played them. Mm-hmm. All right. There's villagers. Halfway off the bed. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Halo music is pretty good. Okay. Well, I am just gonna fix up my tools and then get off of here and do some other stuff that I need to get done today. So, that is going to be the end of stream. Like I said, we will be doing Battlefront 2 tomorrow. And then back to Minecraft on Thursday and Friday. Anyway, that's it. Bye, everybody.